Yes? Need something? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in. You, plus whatever you can pick up inside. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc.
I'm just doing my duties. Everything's in order. The Thalmor Embassy welcomes you.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
Well,
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
There were several
Do I have your permission to uncork the Arinthia Red?
They've been traveling around the hall.
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Doing
Yes,
something like
Madam
that with
Ambassador.
Dragons on the loose and all.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Are the dragons frightening your people as much as they're frightening mine?
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately, grappling with that problem.
These are troubling times indeed.
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold, and for this long.
I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Well, I did see something interesting not long ago. There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling around the whole of Skyrim peddling their wares. You've got to admire their courage, doing something like that with dragons on the loose and a war going on.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? Until next time. What can I get for you, sir? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
That was delicious.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's been some time since I've had news from elsewhere in Skyrim. What have you heard?
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Yorland Greymane. It's not really a fair comparison if you ask me. After all, Yorland works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that?
This gathering is nothing more than a boast. The Thalmor are reminding us that we're at their beck and call.
And thank you for asking.
Splendid. Call if you have need.
It's been a
Not well at all. And I'm happy to keep it that way. That woman and her Thalmor justiciars have caused nothing but problems for the people of Skyrim.
Have you visited Rorikstead lately?
I am not. I have no more taste for Thalmor wine than I do for Thalmor company. What is more, I'm away from the hold at a time when there are dragons and stormcloaks on the loose. There's every chance I'll return to find a pile of smoking ash where Whiterun once stood. Farewell.
Are you enjoying the party?
I have no complaints.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it.
The Grey Quarter in Windhelm is little more than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
I'll not argue that. Any interesting gossip?
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never falter.
At least Ulfric's men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they may be.
Rorikstead is always bountiful. Is it good fortune?
There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Thalmor.
No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never falter. Even when every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by, the harvest at Rorikstead is always bountiful. Is it good fortune? The blessings of the divines? Who knows? A ruler is entitled to luxury, don't you think? The Thalmor understand that.
As much as can be expected, yes.
I've known her long enough to appreciate her excellent taste in food and wine. And also long enough to respect her importance to Skyrim. She plays a vital role in rooting out the forbidden worship of Talos. As far as I'm concerned, those Talos worshippers get what they deserve. All they do is cause problems for me and the other Jarls. Very much so, and thank you for asking. Yes, I know what you mean. Most Nords struggle to accept change. Those who fought the Thalmor in the Great War still see an enemy. But that war is over, and a new day has dawned. Besides, the Thalmor reward their friends richly. Anyone who doesn't take advantage of that
is little
is a
better than a
stubborn
slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
I'll not argue that.
One thing everyone can agree on. This war is bad for
I'm not sure that
business.
it's news, but lately it seems like every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's
The East Empire Company has interests all across Tamriel, inside and outside the Empire's borders. We try not to get involved in politics. However, as the head of the company, it's my job to make sure we maintain good relationships with prospective partners and investors. A delicate question, to be sure. I'm the Emperor's cousin, and the Empire has little love for the Thalmor. On the other hand, the Thalmor have considerable funds and are looking to expand their shipping. I haven't signed any deals yet, but I'm sure my cousin would want a cut if I do. What better way to soothe his wounded pride? Come and visit me in solitude sometime.
Just between us, I've got more important things to do than attend these meaningless parties. Ill luck. I'm a busy man, and I don't have time for this sort of frivolity. But at the same time, I don't dare refuse an invitation from Elenwen. Is it that obvious? I should take pains to seem more happy. I wouldn't want to upset our host. But the truth of it is, I have a mountain of paperwork back in Windhelm, and it's not getting any smaller. I just hope this party doesn't drag on all night. Goodbye, then.
There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages.
It's very nice to meet you. You'll have to excuse
Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. There are words spoken and words unspoken. For this reason, I avoid them when I can.
Oh, don't worry about me. I relish
May
the
wisdom
challenge.
light your path.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. The only reason I'm here is because my refusal to attend would cause a diplomatic incident. That's putting it mildly. The Thalmor invite me here to remind everyone that they can tell the Empire what to do. I would refuse, but I don't want to jeopardize the peace between us. Elenwen is a formidable woman. She lacks for neither cunning nor ambition. Now that I think of it, she would have made a fine Imperial general. Keep an eye on these Thalmor, you never know.
The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. Not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl! What's your name, dear?
Ah, Braylor, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see.
Trust me, there's no place better to forge relationships with the movers and shakers of Skyrim. Oh, hello there. I didn't expect to see you here.
Was there anything else?
Yes, I am indeed. Elenwen always serves the best wine at her parties. The food is excellent as well. Though I confess, being surrounded by so many wealthy and important people makes me feel more than a little nervous. Oh yes, quite. So many important people from all across Skyrim. Don't let me keep you.
One thing everyone can agree on. This war is bad for business.
What can I get for you?
Look around the room and you'll see what we're up against. Just between you and me, a lot of what Ulfric says about the Empire is true. Keep an eye on these Thalmor.
When I married Torek, he promised we'd go to lavish parties just like this. I wish he were here now. Very much so, yes. Elenwen's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often. Why, thank you. You are most courteous. I admit I'm surprised to see you here. Normally these parties are reserved for the Jarls and business leaders of Skyrim. Elenwen must be very fond of you. It was a pleasure, thank you.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Elenwen's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not. Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to Ellen
Let's
Wynn.
go. Before anyone notices us.
I speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed.
Huh?
Although most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak figuratively, of course. Fine, fine. Get your hands off me. I'll give good.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the Emperor.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't. Screw them. Up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon.
You're dead, huh? Over here! Where are you?
I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
No one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Kisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like, and see how he answers.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get...
Is someone there?
Over here!
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? Yeah, sure. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice.
That takes care of that.